First thing we're going to need to do is download 2 files. We're going to be using the CF auto root method to root our phone. In order to use the CF auto root, we need to download the zip file. In addition to that, we're going to need our Android SDK so that we can get the drivers so the computer can speak freely with the Nexus 5. Both the links for these downloads are going to be located in the description. And I'll take you to the websites now. So for the SDK, when clicking on the link, it should drive you to this page. Go ahead and download the proper SDK. Keep in mind, if you're using a Linux machine or downloading from your phone, it will download the Linux version by default. So make sure that you are selecting the proper SDK for whichever platform or OS you're using. So once we're here, go ahead and agree to the above terms and conditions, select the operating system that you're currently on, and download the bundle. Save that to your desktop. And this is the CF Auto Root download page. The download link is located down here at the bottom. Also, feel free to donate if you wish to. And we're going to go ahead and just save this directly to your desktop as well. Once we have both those downloads done, go ahead and extract it. You can use 7-zip or WinZip, whichever extractor you prefer is fine. These are the files associated with the extract of the CF auto root, and these 3 files here are the ones associated with the Android SDK. So what we're going to do first is launch the SDK. And what we're looking to do here is install the drivers for the Nexus 5. So once this finishes loading, we'll go ahead and scroll to the bottom, and we want to jump into this extras section. And within the extras section, we want to install the Google USB drivers here. Go ahead and check that box and click installed package. Once that's complete, you can go ahead and close the SDK down and launch this root windows.bat. This batch file is what we're going to use to actually root the phone. And go ahead and leave it on this screen until I tell you to press any key. So right now, leave this screen up on your machine, and we'll move to our Nexus 5 to set it up for the root.
Okay, now we're on our Nexus 5. What we're going to do is unlock it, swipe down, and go into your settings. From here, go into the About Phone options if you don't already have this developer options up. Because what we're going to do is allow this developer options to display. So go into the About Phone, and you can see we are running 442. Scroll down to this build number here and continue to tap it. On my phone it states no need, I'm already a developer. But if you continue to tap that, eventually it will allow you to go into the developer mode. Once you're in that, back up one screen, go into your developer options, and make sure this USB debugging is checked. This will allow the computer to manipulate the phone. Once you're done with that, go ahead and power down the machine. What we're going to do now is put it into the fast boot mode. In order to do that, hold the volume up and down key simultaneously and press the power button until it buzzes. Once it buzzes, let go. Now you'll be on this screen. Once you're at this screen, take your cord and go ahead and plug it into your computer. Back on the laptop or desktop, open up that C prompt window that we had up. Should still be up, right? And you're just going to click any key to go. and you're just going to let it run. And it'll go through a delete function, it'll rewrite everything. All of your previous data you had on here will be deleted, and it would be returned back to the stock mode. And as you saw there on launch, down here, there was a little unlock, a lock that's unlocked, and that signifies that the bootloader has been unlocked. And that's it. You've successfully rooted your Nexus 5 running 4.4.2. Okay, now we have our phone rooted. We're ready to go. What we're going to do now is install the Wi-Fi tethering app. Very simple. So just go ahead, and there's a couple ways that we can do this. And to be honest with you, if you wanted to, the link for the APK is located in the description. You can download that, plug it in, and then just use MTP to push the file onto, basically save it onto your phone as a file, how you would normally use like an SD card or anything like that. But for this demonstration, what I'm going to do is we're going to type it, we're going to actually look up this, we're going to search Google for Wi-Fi Tether APK from the phone, just to simplify things. So your first option's right there, okay, code.google.com/p Android Wi-Fi Tether, and we're going to go into that. What we're going to download now is the Wi-Fi Tether, this option right here, Wi-Fi Tether version 3.3 beta. Okay, and then just click right here, and the download will commence. It'll ask us, okay, this file can harm us. Okay, we know. No big deal. Now the download started, and it's complete actually. So what we're gonna do is go back into our settings, into our security, and make sure that this is checked right here. Unknown sources. Make sure that's checked, okay? That allows us to install third-party apps. Go back to the top, and now you can actually just run that, install it. It basically says this update requires a new permission, no new blah blah, install. Now the app's installed, and we can just open it. So what we want to do here is configure the Wi-Fi Tether app first. One thing that we can do is set our own passwords, change the name, so on and so forth. So I'm just really going to go through the settings real quick here, briefly with you. If you wanted to encrypt your Wi-Fi, you can do so. Obviously choose that option. SSID options right here, and by default it's going to be called Android Tether. I'm just going to leave it as an open network because you actually still have to allow access manually from the phone actually in order to allow laptops or whatever Wi-Fi devices you have to access the tethering on this device, unless you remove this enable access control checkbox. So if you untick this, then anybody, if you leave the network open, anybody can log on to your network wherever you are. But I like to have control over who's attached to my device, so I'll just leave that checked. Now going back onto the computer, we'll just navigate down here. You can see I'm attached to a network called Apple II. What I'm going to do now is attach to that Android network. Let's refresh it. Oh, actually, right before, I need to activate my network down here. So to activate the network, you just come back to this screen and you just press the button. Okay. And grant grant the app super user permissions. Okay, now we're up and running. So once again, back on this screen, we can refresh this, and we can see Android Tether's up now. And connect. So now it buzzed. So as you can see, I'm connected to the Android Tether network, and now my device buzzed. That basically means somebody has connected to it now. And in order to tell, I can just pull down, and as you can see, that PC is connected and it's authorized because I'm using the enabled controls. If somebody tried to connect to my network and I didn't want them to, but I still wanted to leave it without a password open, if you will, I could actually uncheck that box and then it would deny them access, and that's it. You've rooted and installed Wi-Fi Tether and have been able to tether a laptop onto the device, or any other device for that fact. I hope this helps. Have a good day, guys.